Hey, I'm Pastor Fred. Welcome to the Follow Through. Have you ever had somebody get like just the wrong impression about you? Like they're just totally wrong about you. Maybe somebody told them some stuff, and maybe even before they met you, they had a picture of who they think you are or who someone else says you are. You know, you could be the most amazing person, and somebody could still say they're terrible, and question your motives and question everything about your life. So it's really important. Here's the thing, because that's swirling around us all the time, right? The likelihood of that is pretty high, and maybe getting worse in our world. So it's even more important to dial in who you really are, and you to know who you really are, so that you can have that as what guides you, that as what inspires you and encourages you on those tough days when everyone's just kind of, you know, doing like they did to Paul and doing what they did to all of God's people back in those early days, which was to just think the worst and do the worst to them. So let's look at it. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11, he says, therefore, knowing the fear of the Lord, and in the previous passage, he had talked about the judgment, that there is a judgment, man. What did you do with the life gave you, that God gave you? What was it all about? So he says, we have this fear of the Lord, this awe of him. And so what do? We persuade others. But what we are is known to God. And I hope it is known also to your conscience. So he's saying, we just hope you know in your heart of hearts, like who we are and what we're about, that we're from God, that we're doing his thing, and that he knows who we are. See, that's the important thing. It's not what everyone else thinks. It's what God knows about you. And the cool thing is, like, we can go to God all the time. Like, that's what prayer is all about. It's saying, Lord, man, I just don't like who I am. I don't like what I do. Right? There might be something in your life. There might be an attitude that you have. There might be a tendency that you have that you're like, man, that's just gotta go. It's just gotta go. Jesus died for me. He rose for me. He loves me. I'm gonna get a new heavens and a new earth, and I'm getting all of this, and yet I live like there's no hope. He's like, man, what's going on? Why such a disconnect? So we take that to God and we ask him, Lord, heal me, help me. Help me to remember that you died for me. Help me to remember that my job here is to let people know that and to live that out every single day, shining my light in the world. Because that's the thing, we're known by God and we're known to him. He sees us and loves us and died on the cross for us, rose triumphantly for us to give us life. That is who we are in our heart of hearts, and when we're brutally honest with ourselves, that's who we are. And again, we don't deserve it, no, but that's the beauty of it, is that he would do that for us even when we fail, even when we get it wrong and mess up and are way off base. He continues to just give and give and give and give to us. So I just pray that helps you today as you struggle, as you face what you face going on in your life, that you would know who you are. You are his child. He loves you and he's with you. Have a great rest of your day. Hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody, and we'll be back for our last verse in 2 Corinthians 5 for the week.